Okay, this is going to be an example of solving a system of equations using the substitution method. Now, really, the only time you would want to use substitution as your method is when your problem is set up just the way this one is. The reason why this one is so nice for substitution is I already have one variable that is solved for itself. I know that x is equal to negative 3y plus 3. I don't have to do any work to get that variable by itself, so I'm going to go ahead and go with substitution. If I actually have to do the math to get one of the variables by itself, I won't use substitution. I'll go straight to elimination. So unless it comes to you like this, elimination is going to be the better way to go. What we're going to do here, and this is the whole basis of the substitution method, is that since I know that x is equal to negative 3y plus 3, that means we can remove the x in the first equation and replace it with what we know x to be. So I can take this out. I'm going to have 2 times whatever I'm going to put in there. The rest of the equation is going to stay exactly the same as what it was. What is going to go in this parentheses is what it is that we know x to be. In this case, we know that x is equal to negative 3y plus 3. So that's our substitution step. And now we're just going to solve this out just like we would any normal system of equations, or I'm sorry, any regular linear equation. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute first. That gives me negative 6y plus 6 plus 5y equals negative 5. I need to combine like terms here. That gives me negative y plus 6 equals negative 5. Now that we have done our distributing and we have combined like terms, now we can start moving stuff around from side to side. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 6 from both sides. I get negative y equals negative 11. I'll divide both sides by negative 1, and that's going to give me y equals 11. Now, this is not our answer because we have 2 variables that we're trying to figure out. This just gives us the first one. So what our step is now is to take this value of y and plug it back into one of the equations. I'm going to take and plug into this one. So I know that x is equal to negative 3 times y, but I know what y is now. Y is 11 plus 3. Now I'm just going to crunch these numbers out. I get negative 33 plus 3, which tells us that x is equal to negative 30. Now, as you saw in the examples that we did about graphing, the solution to a system of equations really comes from the point on the graph where the lines intersect. And so that's what we need to make sure we do. The final step here is to write your answer as an ordered pair. Don't forget to do this because a lot of you did on the quiz, and so that was, easy points that you could have had. The solution, final, will be negative 30, positive 11. If we were to graph these 2 lines, we would end up with a point of intersection at negative 30, positive 11. Okay? So that is the substitution method.